Yet despite the pleas, there is no Prime Minister. And when he was asked why he won't visit Alice Springs, this was all he could offer up.
I've been everywhere, man. Trouble a bag, my chair, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to make it there, 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 make it there.
There are no serious leaders in that party. No leaders who can make serious decisions and take decisive action, especially when it comes to important matters on home soil. And
how to use a bidet.
This is where Albo fails.
That's my style. I hope you've noticed that.
This is where Albo fails and is nowhere to be seen. He's completely MIA. Look no further than the crisis in Alice Springs, a prime example. A riot on Tuesday resulted in a state emergency being declared and a strict curfew for youths under the age of 18 imposed for 2 weeks. It's unprecedented action to what has been an ongoing youth crime crisis.
It's what Labor governments do.
Yet despite the pleas, there is no Prime Minister. And when he was asked why he won't visit Alice Springs, this was all he could offer up.
I have visited the Northern Territory 9 times. 9 times. I have visited the Northern Territory 9 times, and I visit around Australia very regularly. I have been to Alice Springs, I've been to Katherine, I've been to remote communities where I was last week. I've been to Yulara, I've been to Darwin, I've been to a range of communities in the Northern Territory.
I've been everywhere, man, he says.
Now you're really into live bands. You go out and see bands all the time, yeah?
I do.
Yeah, when you turn up to a gig, do you feel like an old perv?
Well, the good thing about a lot of the gigs I go to is that everyone's old.
Here he was on the weekend.
Nice butt. I love it, Albo.
Everyone's old.
I'll rephrase it. Do you feel like a perv?
No, I feel like one of the mob.
Seriously, say that to those living in fear every day in Alice Springs. Say that to those too scared to leave their homes or go to work because they might get attacked or stabbed or worse. He doesn't care about what is happening in Alice Springs. His FIFO visit last year was just a picture opportunity. A look at me, I am here moment. Stay for a few hours, roll the cameras, here I am, have you got me? Good. Out I fly on my private jet. And we know he didn't care because where did he go next? To Melbourne for the Australian Open, where he was courtside. He couldn't let the crisis in Alice Springs interrupt his social calendar. And as we know, he's more of a
leech and a parasite
than a Prime Minister. And yet look at this in contrast. Here is a true leader, Senator Jacinta Nampijinpa-Price.
to this government. Stand up and pretend you care about Indigenous Australians with all your platitudes of acknowledgements to country and respecting elders past and present and emerging, whatever the hell that means. It means nothing when our most marginalised in our community continue to suffer, and now that bleeds out into the rest of the community. Prime Minister Albanese needs to go back to Alice Springs, needs to deploy the ADF.
How's that? A real leader right there, not a FIFO politician. Straight to the point, decisive and honest. The PM should listen to those who understand the issues.
I didn't even know meth existed until recently.
You know, I was just trying to get you to appeal to some of the fringes of your electorate.
The meth vote.
Yeah.
How are you going with the meth vote?
Well, they're hard to motivate.
That'd be right. Yes.